The politicians have left Canberra on their long winter break, 6 weeks out of parliamentary action and no closer to any agreement on an asylum seeker policy. The Opposition Leader Tony Abbott insists he won't be bound by the recommendations of the Prime Minister's expert committee, and he's accusing Julia Gillard of outsourcing her Prime Ministership. Here's Chief Political Correspondent Mark Simpkin.
The people smugglers are getting on with their jobs. 3 boats arrived in 36 hours, while Australia's politicians talked and talked and talked.
Ring the bells for 4 minutes at 4 a.m. in the morning.
In a final absurdity, an independent tried to bring on a coalition bill he personally opposes, saying he wanted to kickstart debate.
I am appalled that this House is set to go into recess tonight for 6 weeks, even though the people smugglers are busy filling their manifests with the names of so many desperate souls.
The bill would have allowed the government to send asylum seekers to Nauru, but not to Malaysia, because it hasn't signed the Refugee Convention.
It is shocking to us that the government would continue to insist on its failed policy of the Malaysian people swap.
Talk will not save lives. Talk will not stop people smugglers. Talk will not act to break the people smugglers' business model. Action will.
A majority voted in favour of the bill, but it was never going to pass because there weren't enough MPs in the chamber.
His ayes 51, noes 46. The question is not carried by an absolute majority of members as required by Standing Order 47.
Andrew Wilkie's fellow independents missed the late-night vote and are scathing about it.
With all due respect to Andrew, I think he's been conned into a stunt.
We can either deal with this in good faith and allow people to have a good look at what's being put before the House, or we're pulling stunts on unicycles, juggling balls with spinny hats.
The government's established a 3-person panel to decide what to do next. It'll propose a policy solution, but it won't necessarily give Labor a political one. The coalition's making it clear it won't be bound by the committee's recommendations.
The coalition doesn't need an expert committee to tell us what our policy is, because we have a policy, and it's a policy that we will stick to.
Parliament won't sit again until the middle of August. Mark Simpkin, ABC News, Canberra.